Hey guys, how are we doing? It's me, 8-Bit Boy, here again to show you some Master System goodness. Obviously, it's very nearly Christmas, so this is my Christmas edition Master System pickups video. It's probably the last vid that I'm going to be doing this year, for pickups at least. Obviously, we'll be doing a few more challenges, of course. But yeah, I'll just frame this one so you guys have got a bit more context in terms of what's happened over the last couple of days. So basically, I've been working on this deal, and hence why there's not been many pickups for the last few weeks. I've been working on this deal for a few weeks, getting to know the seller really well, and he was a top guy. So we kind of finally put a date to it, which was yesterday, to go and drive over to go and see him. So I took my mate Kev with me. Hi Kev. And yeah, took Kev with me. Really good drive, despite Storm Bara, was it, or whatever. It wasn't terrible. It was a bit of rain, but didn't really hit too much traffic. And then when we got there, the lad who we were meeting was just a complete gentleman and a really good host. We had a laugh. We had a bite to eat. He made coffee. Played a bit of PS5. It was just a really good get together, good laugh. So yeah, and then after that we kind of got down to business, so to speak. So the chap is a guy called Luke, really nice guy. He's selling up, I guess, to better his life, I suppose, and I think he wants to change his his current situation and that. I won't go into too much detail, but yeah, so he kind of got this amazing collection. We walked in in this collection room, and eyes nearly pop out your head. He must have, I don't know, he must have like probably 600 games. He's kind of got a lot of the Italian variants. I think he's got a complete German set. Obviously he's got the PAL set, US set. He actually completed the US set with Kev there. So I think they must have already lined something up, but basically Kev sort of said, "Oh, there you are." And yeah, he just completed the set while I was there. So that was pretty cool, actually. And then, like I say, after that was done, we kind of got down to business and struck a bit of a deal. Kind of a win-win, really. I had to pay a fair few quid, as you would with some of the ones that I've got, but it wasn't one-sided. It wasn't the sort of thing that you could brag about. Look, I've picked this up for a tenner, because I didn't. It was a win-win, and I think when all was sort of said and done, everybody was happy, and that's how it should be. Especially with a fellow collector. Anyway, I've waffled for a bit, so let's get down to it. Just move these games a little bit closer. Right, okay, so first and foremost, we've got Mean Bean Machine. So I've been after this one for a while. It's kind of slipped my grasp a couple of times, and the price is steadily creeping up, so it's just one of them. I guess it's a bit annoying in a way, because it's not that rare, but for some reason the price keeps, shooting up. So it's complete in box. I mean, I think they're all complete in box, to be fair. So yeah, so Mean Bean Machine, that's the first one. Then we got one that I've genuinely been after for absolutely ages, and Retro Red Steve will tell you that I actually messed up a bid about 6-8 months ago for only about 30 quid. I'd seen Jim Tendo playing this one, and I thought, oh, I've got to have that. And anyway, so yeah, I got Bubble Bobble, and again, it's complete box, really nice edition. So yeah, Bubble Bobble. Then we got Sonic Spinball. So tried to get a copy just recently, actually, with Dudley. He was after one of the Asterix games, and we'd seen a bid come up with both of them in, but we just sort of missed out, really. So I was really pleased to get this one. and it's another Sonic game. It's got the catalogue there. It does have the manual in there. And I do buy these games to play, but I mean, I'm not fussed, but it is quite a nice manual. So, you know, can't be a bad thing, can it? You know, so just push that catalogue back in there. So, yeah. Sonic Spinball. Okay, so we're getting to one of my grails now, and I've been trying to work to pick this one up for ages, and it's Great Soccer, and I know there are 3 variants of this. So you've got the Australian one that really is super rare. You've got the German one, which is, I wouldn't say it's common, but it's the most common, I believe, I think. And then you've got, yeah, the German one, the Italian one. And this is the Italian one. What's interesting, this one doesn't have a manual, unfortunately. He did have copies there with manuals, but couldn't quite work out the price for the one with the manual. But he had this one in his spares. And what I found really interesting, so on the Italian one, the back is actually written in English, which I thought was interesting, really cool. The back of the card, though, is in Italian. So, yeah, I found it interesting anyway. So, you know, bit of a geek, whatever. I enjoy stuff like that, and I appreciate stuff like that. So it's just it's a nice one to have, and it's quite nice little talking point. Now I know a little bit about the 3 different variants that are out there. So yeah, I don't think there was a UK release officially. So there you are. Another nice one, Power Strike. So I've been after Power Strike for ages. The price has just been absolutely all over the place. I saw it in a bundle in like lockdown 1 up in, it was up near Whitehaven, because Adrian was going to try and look at it as well, I think, at the time. But I couldn't really leave the house in lockdown 1. No one really knew what was going on last year, you know. So yeah, you know, it's a nice copy. It's got a catalogue there. It does have a nice manual, but with stickers there on it. So I'm not fussed about that. I'm playing it to buy it, so it's absolutely ideal for me. So yeah, Power Strike. Another nice one I've got here is Golden Axe Warrior. And I do already have Golden Axe Warrior. I've had it. It's one of the ones I've had for about 25 years. But it was a cartridge only. So I just bought from eBay, from Sad Alice on eBay. Just bought a cover, you know. So to have the real deal, he did have a couple of copies. But yeah, just really glad to have it with the manual. It is the UK version. I don't know if everybody knows, but with, you know, the RPG type games, they did come with a portrait manual, all of these ones. So yeah, really pleased to have this one, actually. I've been after a nice copy for a while. Again, I've seen it in bundles coming up here and there, but it's not cheap. So we managed to agree a price on this one. And again, you know, I thought we were both happy. So another big hitter. It's one of those that I have been after for quite a while. Is Le Smurfs, basically the World Tour, the French one. Again, didn't come out in the UK. I mean, it only just barely made a release, to be honest with you. A few sort of, you know, escaped the net, so to speak. So you can get this on eBay still now. It is quite expensive. We came up with a price. It certainly wasn't cheap. But yeah, it helped me out with the price a little bit, and I needed it anyway, so, you know, why not? I have just opened this, so it's basically a brand new game. It's basically mint inside, and I don't really want to mess about with the manual too much, so I'm not going to take the manual out. But those that know, there is a poster at the back there, which I can see it's in there. If you're interested though, then please go and check out Andy's video. That's at Zanoni Revived. Andy did a good 10-15 minute video on this a few weeks ago, and it's just, yeah, really nice to have a copy in the collection now. So yeah, the Smurfs. So last three, and there's some fairly serious heavyweights now. These are the like the mother load of the Master System collecting, and I'm dead chuffed to have these in the collection now. So the first one is Home Alone. It can be an absolute swine to pick up. So although it certainly wasn't cheap, he had a copy. I knew I wanted a copy. We came to a bit of a deal right at the end, actually, as we were sort of agreeing everything. I said, I can't leave that, you know, I've got to have that one. So we struck a bargain, and yeah, happy to walk away with this one as well. Again, it's got the manual with a catalogue. I'll just try and get the catalogue out without. There we go. So he's got the manual in there, and it's got the game. Dead chuffed. And I believe it's not a fantastic game, but when I get time this weekend, I will be playing all of them. So yeah, really nice condition. Yeah, a little bit sun faded on the edge, but I'm not fussed about that. Like I say, I'm buying them to play them. I'm not some collector that, you know, has to have them in pristine condition or anything. So I don't know why I would, but yeah. So a lot of people would say this is up there with one of the top Grail games. For me, it certainly was. It's been a nightmare to get hold of. I did see it years and years ago for about 100 quid, and at the time, me being me, I thought, I'm not paying 100 quid for a Master System game, bugger that. And you kind of think, oh God, you know, so you cringe, don't you? But it is what it is. And yeah, just really pleased to have this one in the collection now too. So second from last is Buggy Run. Really pleased to have this one in the collection too. It's complete in box. There is a little bit of writing on the manual. I don't know if you can see there. Again, I'm not bothered. You know, it doesn't really bother me too much, but it is getting trickier to get hold of, for sure. So I did actually have a reproduction copy, and I've got that, but I've just promised that to somebody else. So it's just nice to have the real deal, so to speak, in the collection. And I have played this a little bit off the cartridge that I had. And it's a great little game. It's just such a shame it's so blooming expensive. It'd be a great challenge, you know. But yeah, just really pleased to have it. I've kind of, when I first started looking at Master System games, perhaps a bit foolishly, I kind of thought, oh, there's only one expensive one. It's Buggy Run. All the rest are like a tenner each. Yeah, right. So that was like the only one I kind of was a bit worried about in the early days. Anyway, I'm glad to have it in the collection. Okay, the last one. This is number 10. This game has haunted me. It's been one that I've talked about a lot. It came up on eBay earlier this year for a phenomenal, like ridiculous price, like almost a mortgage payment sort of price. Like, oh my God. And I was tempted, but I resisted, and I'm glad I did. And that's Masters of Combat. I do know some other people that have it, and they're very lucky to have it. It's kind of their coveted prize. I know people that once they know they've got this, the pressure's off. They know they can complete the set then. It is usually the last game people get. I know 2 or 3 people, they've told me that'll be the last one you get. And I just got to sort of succumb that, right, okay then, you know. I had to dip my hand in my pocket for this one, as I did with all of them, you know, but I'm just really pleased that I've got this in the collection now. It's complete in box. Again, we've got a catalogue with it. Let me just take that out. This one's in a bag, but it is in lovely, let me just show you, really lovely condition. Looks almost new, in fact. And yeah, in fact, hold on, there is something, I didn't spot this. There's a little receipt. Shall we have a little look? I didn't even see this. Oh, right, okay, so it's the original. So I won't show that because he's got his details on there. But it shows where he bought it from. So it looks like, might have bought it from France maybe, don't know. Anyway, so I won't show that. But yeah, it's in there. It's quite nice to have the little receipts and stuff, isn't it? So, so yeah, so there we are, guys. Masters of Combat, my absolute holy grail for the Master System. We're down to 39 left to collect, which I now can genuinely see myself doing that. There's 2 or 3 quite big hitters to go now, but we've got the really hard ones, so I'm dead chuffed, you know. And yeah, I will genuinely, I keep saying it, I know I say it on every video, but you know, I will have to slow down now a little bit. We've got Christmas right around the corner, like little Christmas trees up. This is the kids' playroom, obviously. Big ones next door. But yeah, I can genuinely see myself sort of completing the set now. I do need a few manuals still, so I might publish. I know Andy does maybe a little document on what manuals I need now, and just finish it, just polish the set off, so to speak. Guys, thank you so much for everybody that watches the videos and joining me on this journey. We're not done yet. There's still a bit of a way to go with 39 left to collect. That is going to take me, you know, they're not going to be easy now. None of them are easy to find anymore, unfortunately. But thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps, and I really enjoy seeing them as well. Please leave a comment. I really enjoy everyone's comments, and I make it my mission to make sure that I get back to absolutely everybody. You can come and find me on Twitter. It's at 8bitboyuk. Obviously you've got YouTube. I do dabble with Instagram. I'm not really on Facebook. It's not my thing. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video anyway. Consider subscribing. We've got the Master System Challenge that we do every week as well, which is a heck of a lot of fun, and we're getting more and more people do it every week. So so yeah, there we are. Guys, if I don't catch up with you on here or on Twitter, have a fantastic Christmas. I'm certainly going to enjoy myself with a bit of time off, playing some Masters of Combat, to name but a few. Guys, again, thanks ever so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.